Namanthir walks in at number 3, just like he did against the UAE as well. His 37th T20 match. Scores at a strike rate of 165, has 150 to his name so far.
Not a very good record. In 37 games, 37th game, he's just got 150. That's 62 not out to his name. So this is an opportunity for him. The selectors have given him a chance to impress them.
What it also does is give a complex problem to the bowlers, because suddenly there's a left-hand, right-hand combination. So a little bit of a tweak to their plans when it comes to the bowlers. There you go. Already Irfan Khan Niazi says, I'm going to go to mid-off.
It does make a difference. I think it does make a difference if there's two left-handers or two right-handers as well, because everybody's got their own style of playing cricket, so you've got to keep thinking how to outthink them.
Watchful, careful. There's the need of the hour as well.
Yeah, and you can't be rash. Priyansh Arya, now that was a rash shot. That ball wasn't there to be played over mid-wicket. And they know, they've seen him play. They know this is an important wicket. They also know that getting wickets at regular intervals is going to put pressure on the Indian batters.
Shahid Aziz, one of the replacements today, already effective. In the place of Mohammad Salman. Just plays it along the ground, gets off strike, gets off the mark.
Namanthir stepped out to play that shot because the ball is not coming onto the bat. There. Trying to step out, but the bowler, clever bowling that. A slower delivery again.
It's completely antithetical, isn't it? You have the new ball, usually you search for swing and you search for bounce, but here is the slower deliveries that are causing problems. Quick thinking by the Pakistani bowlers, recognizing that. Bullish, picturesque, absolutely picturesque.
Yeah, after playing that shot, he stayed there for a little bit for the photographers to take that picture. That is one shot, which is the coach's delight. The left-handers look so attractive when they're playing shots on the offside.
Hang it in the loop. Simply scintillating every time he's in the middle. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. He gave that shot a 9 out of 10, that fan. Goes short this time. Mid-on is ready. 4 overs gone, a successful over. 35 for 1. They look like the Doha skyscrapers. With 1 wicket down, Priyansh Arya. Courtesy Shahid Aziz. Catch taken by Danial. Ubaid in for his 3rd. That's how much he's impressed his captain.
Not a bad idea. If a bowler is in a good rhythm, might as well give him the 3rd over.
Manipa, you were down in the middle. You would be salivating had you been in any of these jerseys to bowl on this pitch.
Yeah, there is some help for there will be some help for the spinners. You're right. I was telling somebody, I don't remember, I was coming back to the comm box and I was saying that my coach, my captains used to really get after me. In there, beautifully timed. This time it's Namandeer.
Carved away. Yes, it was in the air, but it found the gap. Namandeer with his first boundary.
A very easy wicket for the bowlers as well. Too much room outside the off stump. There was that bounce. Smartly played, smartly placed by Namandeer. This is what you need to do. Keep supporting Vaibhav Suryavanshi as well. Telling somebody that my captains used to really get after me on surfaces like this because I would flight the ball, try to get a wicket, get hit for a six or something, and the captain used to come and say, "What are you doing? I just told you to bowl flat," which I couldn't do. But then I would get a wicket after a couple of balls, and things would settle down. So this is a kind of a surface. You've got to know how to flight the ball. You can turn it on this surface. It's rough on top, and that is how you're going to get wickets. That's the best way to keep the run rate down.
He's drifted. Picked away for a single. Bathe into his third over.
Yeah, it's very rare that a captain in T20 cricket, Irfan, is the captain for Pakistan A team, that gives his bowler 3 overs in a row. But this time around, it's like Ubaid is going to get a wicket. The way he's bowling, the way he's mixing his deliveries, and probably that's why he's given him the third over.
Change of angle, goes around the wicket this time. Ah! Right by the ears, he could hear the fizz of the ball.
Effort ball. That was an effort delivery. Coming round the wicket, creating that angle to the left-hander so that the ball in the air with that angle comes into him. But this time, look at that effort. Using his shoulder.
What's happening now, if you see the body language of the bowlers and the Pakistani fielders, the spotlight has been so focused on young Vaibhav Suryavanshi that they're trying to just fluster him a little bit. Buller this time, unpredictable. Ubaid concedes only 5 in this over. 40 for 1.
Well, the seniors build the rivalry. The juniors are keeping the fire alive here. After 5, 40 for 1, India. Vaibhav Suryavanshi started from where he left on the other day. 24 of 15. Namandeer is on 6. He'll be up against Danial. What a shot. That went like a dresser bullet. Boundary of the first ball of the over.
Absolutely wonderful stroke that, making full use of the pace available on the ball. Ahmed Danial coming in, trying to put an effort ball straight away. And on this pitch, the batters, they would love the pace on the ball. Just have a look at this, slicing it. Wasn't a bad line, but the batter creating room, moving towards the leg side, allowing his arms to go through the stroke. Great connection. It's a very good start from India so far. Pakistan bowlers on occasions have erred in length and have looked to force the issue at times.
Come back. It's the last over of the power play. Both Namandeer and Vaibhav Suryavanshi will try to look to score as many runs as possible in this over.
Yeah, but they've been sensible. They haven't been slogging away. They've just waited for the balls to be in the right zones and also picked the correct lengths to go through with the shots. There hasn't been, an iota slog. in this batting. It's been very well thought out batting so far, both from Webber and Suryavanshi. Oh, sorry, Naman.
Too close to play that shot, but still went for it. Could come back after that boundary of the first ball.
Young fast bowlers, every now and then they want to see one just zipping through to the keeper. This is how Suryavanshi has come out and batted so far, starting with the boundary of the first ball. He gets into strange positions, but he's able to maintain a beautiful balance and great flow of the bat. Wonderfully driven that. Reminds of Yuvraj Singh, that sort of a drive.
Also very good hands as well. Nicely bowled. Too close to play that shot.
I think they should take a clue from here. Whenever they cramp him for room and a touch on the shorter side, he hasn't looked very comfortable. So maybe there's a point to ponder upon for the bowlers, but then they need to be clever. They can't just keep giving him the odd boundary ball. The strike rate is 150 tonight, which was 350 the other day.
They say calmness is the biggest weapon in a tense contest here. At the moment, both the teams are pumped up. Nihal bowled well so far after being hit by a boundary of the first ball. What will Suryavanshi do now? Poor delivery. Pulled that away. Not the best of timing. He'll only get a single.
Changes of pace have not been very comfortable for the batters to contend with. Suryavanshi likes space on the ball. Look at him trying to create room, trying to free his arms. Remember, we spoke on the previous delivery about cramping him for room, and that is exactly what he's looking for. So the bowlers need to have good observations, because he is the kind of player, you give him a bit and he'll take you to the cleaners.
Last ball of the power play. Naman Dhir on strike. Oh, what a shot! What a way to end the power play. And that brings up the 50 as well for India A. After the end of the power play, India A 50 for 1. Both the batters are on song at the moment. India A 50 for 1. With Vaibhav Suryavanshi on 25, Naman Dhir 15 of 10. Pakistan will be desperate to break this partnership.
Saad Masood is the man being brought into the attack. He's a leg spinner. Remember, Suryavanshi is going to face him. He's a left-hander. So they're going against the matchups, but there is one thing that Saad Masood does well, and that is bowl the googly. It will be important to see how well Suryavanshi picks him from the hand and how Saad Masood goes about his business. This may be a very, very crucial spell in the context of this game.
Oh, what's that? An outside edge. Is there a chance? Surely heard some sound.
It's that sort of a game where the average power play scores at West End ICS first inning is 46, and so is the second inning score. And this was placed beautifully through the gap on the up. Balance of the batter, something that needs much of the appreciation in that stroke. So 2 dots to start with. Not a very frequent sight when Suryavanshi is playing and the kind of form that he's in. But this is a different game. Players always need to think and take good decisions in high pressure games.
Bowled a lot quicker on that occasion. Saw Suryavanshi trying to advance down the track. Well bowled in the end.
Yeah, 3 good balls from Saad Masood. not giving anything away. And I'm sure the Indian batters would be observing him, making up their mind about which strokes they can play against this kind of bowling. And also getting used to the pace. All these Pakistan spinners playing today are quicker through the air. They bowl at a lower trajectory.
Googly again, but on the shorter side, and will reach the fence for 4. Picked up the Googly really well, beating Sufyan Mukim in the deep.
Yeah, this is something that the Pakistan bowlers will need to avoid every over 3 or 4 good balls, and then they just let loose for a boundary, which is an easy one. Short and wide, bowling the Googly, and no problems there for Naman.
And on the shorter side, straight to the fielder. Dot ball. And Amandir had a very good IPL this season for Mumbai Indians, scoring 252 runs, strike rate of 180 plus. Good ball again. End of a good over from Masood. Just 6 coming from it. After 7, India A 56 for 1. Four bowlers used so far by Pakistan A. Ours has been the successful one. Apart from that, Pakistan A are desperate to break this partnership here.
Another change, another spinner, left arm wrist spin. Now from the other end, Sufyan Mukim is the bowler. He's relatively experienced, played at the international level, represented Pakistan much quicker through the air. It would be the key not to give any room to the batters. Swept away in the gap. Again, loosener to start off with. Easy pickings for the batter.
You have to give a lot of credit to Namandir to spot that gap. There was a field at deep square leg, and he made sure it goes finer.
Now, when I watched this pair bat, their calmness is very, very impressive. Both Naman and Suryavanshi have shown the other side of themselves, taking time, being sensible.
Sufyan Mukim. Flighted straight to the fielder. Bowls a lot quicker.
He does, and the key would be for him to bowl stump to stump and also find a consistent good length. Otherwise, he can go for runs.
Good ball, very good ball, but they'll steal a single.
This is where he would want to be most of the time. He off to a very good start. Sufyan bowls quick through the air. We all know that. He's got a very deceptive googly and bowls with a flat trajectory. So it's not easy to pick him from the hand. So the batters have to be careful looking at the hand, what's coming out of it.
Yeah, he's got an unusual release angle as well. He releases the ball beyond that 12 o'clock, creating awkward angle, must say. If you compare the likes of Kuldeep Yadav, Avresh Shamsi, is different.
Suryavanshi wanted to go big. Perhaps the pace of the bowler just denying him that stroke. Another one to the total. The two bowlers that you named like to give the ball some air. They are big spinners of the ball compared to Sufyan, who doesn't look to spin the ball. He's much quicker at you within the stumps. So different bowlers.
Straight to the fielder. Good bowling. And just to add to the point, his deliveries are steeper, downward trajectory, making lofted shots and sweeps harder to execute.
Crucial ball now. We have seen boundaries of the very first ball and of the last ball. It's important to close a decent over, which so far this is. It's a crucial ball.
He goes big. Ruined the over with a maximum. A huge one from Namandir. 12 coming from it after 8. India A 68 for 1. The most expensive over of the innings came in the previous over, courtesy of Namandir striking that huge 6 over deep mid-wicket. Masood to continue, this time Vaibhav Suryavanshi joins the party. Is quiet for a time now, but he is on song again.
Extending this, he's been making his observations, looking at the pace and the trajectory, getting used to it, and now finally he decides that it's time to go after the bowlers. And this one was asking for trouble, although it was a googly, but it was pitched so close to the batter that it didn't matter where he wanted to hit it. Across the line, but the length was there, ideal to hit. Great execution by the batter. So Indian batters attacking the very first and the last ball of most overs.
Goes for that again, aerial, falling short of the fielder. That was lucky. Vaibhav Suryavanshi tried to play that in front of square.
This time, another googly as Suryavanshi wanted to go big. A thick outside edge, falls short of the fielder. Lucky on this occasion. Slowly this pair getting an impact. Poor delivery once again, and the fielder not able to stop it. Another boundary, so momentum now shifting with the Indian batters. Runs are coming thick and fast.
Loves to play those sweeps, and Namandir making the most out of it. Not the best of deliveries, as you mentioned rightly. Nicely executed as well.
The best thing is that both the batters have batted normally. They haven't looked to be extra aggressive or overdo something. They just waited for the bowlers to make mistakes and capitalized on them. And this is how you play in a pressure game.
In the air, straight to the fielder. Masood strikes. Namandir is gone. A bit of aggression from the bowler. India lost their second. Big wicket for Pakistan A.
Important wicket this. Naman was going very well. Batting 35 of 20 he made. Striking the ball really well. And this was not the ball. Soft dismissal, I'll call it. The Pakistan team is very happy, ecstatic about the wicket. But Naman would feel hard done. That was not the ball to get out to. Getting out on 35 of 20. India lose their second on 79.
India lost their second wicket of Namandir. That brings skipper Jitesh Sharma in the middle. Scored an unbeaten 83 of just 32 balls. The first match, he struck off 154, best of 106, approaching towards his 3,000 runs T20 career.
Another very experienced campaigner leading the side and coming into a situation where India would want another partnership and Pakistan would love another wicket.
Bowls that googly again. Bowls that pretty often, but slightly on the shorter side.
Yeah, he would want to gain more control over it, more authority. This one was wide as well. Just not the ideal position to hit that ball. And in the end, a soft dismissal. Yeah, he knows it. He didn't hit it where he should have. Suryavanshi is still there, the danger man. But I like what I see from him.
Comes down the track, plays that over the cover's head. This fielder in the deep, Yasir, will cut it off. End of an eventful over. After 9, India A, 81 for 2. For 2 after 9, India A. Both teams are swinging above their size. Young, hungry, relentless. Outstanding cricket all around. Seen a bit of aggression as well. Mukim comes in, gave away 12 in his first over. And bowls that fuller. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is someone who's not going to hold back.
Yeah, you bowl in his zone and you'll be smashed. There is no other way about it. As far as he's concerned, he's pretty clear. The bowler just needs to adjust his line and length. Every now and then, he's erred in them. Again, too full, asking to be hit. And a batter in such form, there's no chance of sparing such stuff.
Once again, boundary of the very first ball. Goes for that again. And he will clear that comfortably. These boys don't carry baggages. They carry belief.
Wonderfully put that. Very admirable, the kind of confidence that he's shown. And he's also shown very controlled aggression, very well-timed moves. He hasn't gone berserk because of his previous inning. He's just taken it as a new match, settled down and then gone after the bowlers. Great shot this. It wasn't very close to him. He picked the length. Did that in style.
10 of the first 2 deliveries. Mukim conceding 22 of just 8 deliveries that he bowled. 5 up on 45. Goes for that big one. Perhaps an inside edge.
Nothing else would have saved him. Inside edge or otherwise, if it was later detected as being a no ball. First look looked hitting middle.
This time, he goes aerial again. Oh, nicely taken in the end by Fike. But still, we need to check that, whether his foot touched the boundary rope or not. But at the moment, the Pakistani fielders are enjoying.
Yeah, the umpires will have a check whether the catch was taken cleanly and the foot didn't touch the skirting. The fielder seems pretty confident, but they always do. We shall find out.
Need to have a look at this again, but I think he's done really well, Fike. He was traveling, he was on the move. Pressure was also there, but he kept his eyes and composure.
Nothing moved. And Fike Butt has balanced himself perfectly. And in the end, that athleticism has led to completing this wonderful catch. And it's shown good temperament as well. Remember, this catch was of Suryavanshi, the guy in form, the dangerous man. And it's good piece of fielding. Brilliance. Yeah, another angle. Nothing has moved. He's a big boy, Fike, but if the feet were to touch the skirting, the Freemans would have moved.
Who wants to be a third umpire? Salman Butt?
The one who has been striving for it. This is the moment.
Third umpire Morshed Ali Khan Shumon from Bangladesh. He's feeling the heat, taking his time.
But his AC is not working. Out it is. A decision made on the basis of evidence. Nothing touching the skirtings. And Suryavanshi, after scoring an attractive 45 of 28, is gone. And it strings India 91 for 3.
A spanner in the works as Vaibhav Suryavanshi departs shy of a half century. At 91 for 3, 9.4, it prompts the arrival of Nihal Vadera to the crease. Ahmed Farhad Fidai joins me in the commentary box.
Yeah, good evening, and I'm sure everyone around the world watching this game between India A and Pakistan A, and this is a crucial breakthrough. Two changes in the Pakistani side, Sufyan Muqim, Shahid Aziz, and what a catch from Mohammad Faiq. He previously in T20s have 3 catches, but this one, the 4th one, is going to be one that he'll remember for a very long time, because you cannot give chance to Vaibhav Suryavanshi. You give him chance, he'll smash you all around the ground.
Yeah, that's what happened against the UAE. He was dropped twice when he scored that mammoth 144, but credit goes to Mohammad Faiq. The athleticism, the judgment, the fact that he didn't land his foot at all, that the left foot kept it on his toes so that he could just move away. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. An expensive over, but a successful over. Comes to an end. At the end of 10, it's 93 for 3. India, as was the case last time around, so far, Vaibhav Suryavanshi stole the show. Would be disappointed, and you saw the disappointment in the way that he got out in middle that ball as he was trying to hit a six and celebrate with the fans. Jitesh and Nehal in the middle right now. And the star for Pakistani in the previous match has been handed the ball. Got a twofer himself. Sadakat.
Yeah, he was brilliant with the bat, scored 96 with the ball. He took 2 wickets for 14 in 3 overs, certainly making a case for himself. But look at the catch in the volcano of emotions. India A, Pakistan A. He keeps calm. He stays away from the skirting. How do you do it, Mohammad Faiq? And that's another thing. But you've done it so well to send Suryavanshi back into the dugout. Look at that. All you think is it is touching, but then again, he just stays away somewhat, millimeters, centimeters away from the skirting.
Yeah, that left leg right at the end, the way he realized that he was about to land it and he picks it up, just brilliant. Well, if you compare and contrast, previous match and this, as they try to steal a quick single, he reached there. India A hit at the 10 over mark. India A had hit 24 fours and 25 sixes in the previous game overall. But this way, halfway mark, they've scored 13 fours and 4 sixes. Nehal Vadera's record, his 55th match, with a strike rate of 139, has gone past 1,000 runs.
What do you want to imply? Are you looking at another 300, close to 300 runs from India? I'm sure the fans will be asking for it. I'm sure the fans will be like, get us 350, because there's always the demand for more from the fans.
With that, you have to be realistic. With the kind of wicket this is, if they reach 180 also, India A would be very, very satisfied. But at 11, you can go up to 200.
You know, you look into how the India A have batted. They've actually started off things really nicely at 97 for 3. And that man, Suryavanshi, what a name he's making for himself every time he comes out to bat. There's a loud roar from the crowd. I think they've done things quite nicely, India A. At the end of 11, it's 97 for 3.
Change. Next. Yeah, next. Middle.
Sadakat in that previous over decided, I don't want a skyscraper, I just want a tiny house to be built. Most economical over so far, conceding only 4. No boundaries in that over as well. Danial replaces Sufyan Mukin. Are they going for 2? Yes, they are. They're going to take on the fielder. Brilliant running.
See, that's another important thing in the batting skills. It is not only hitting boundaries, it's also running hard between the wicket, turning ones into twos. Let's look at that. The moment he hit it, he knew how far the ball is going, how he's hit it, and he was right on the money for the second one. Now, that's where I bring my point again. India A has done things well because they've continues to hit boundaries every over, barring the last over.
Vidai, as 100 goes up for India A in 11.2, has laid the platform for a big total, setting that target. Vaibhav Suryavanshi stole the headlines, but quietly and calmly, Jitesh Sharma managed to score 83 of 32 in the previous match. And yet we didn't talk about it.
Spade is doing all the talking. Look at that innings of 6 sixes, 8 fours, 83, unbeaten Skipper lead in from the front, and he's got himself a platform set over there.
Was the most experienced campaigner. Had a spell down under with the India senior team recently. Trying to make number 5 his own there as well. Has plenty of competition, but if he keeps on batting like this, why not?
Well, it's a lot of skills. Look at Jitesh Sharma, master of innovative scoops and reverse sweeps, known for his great footwork and enjoys playing the straight drive. Oh, does he not? Wow, it's just fun watching him play.
So ironic. Loves the scoop and loves the straight drive as well. So basically can score behind the wicket and in front of it as well. Into footwork. He's trying to outfox Danial. He's lucky. Sweeper cover. Fielder showcasing interest. This isn't the first time this has happened though. The ball is falling short of that fielder time and again.
And it has always been Yasir, isn't it? Just falling short of him. It took a blinder in the previous match. And the second 50 for India have come in 32 deliveries. 101 for 3, partnership building 10 of 12. You need to stay there till the 15th to allow the batters coming next to just open their arms and start hitting from the word go.
Boundaries have dried up. Is that the lack of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi effect?
He certainly is making a strong case for himself. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, listen to the crowd every time he comes out to bat. 144, what a knock that was, and today as well, scoring 45, just 5 runs shy of a half century. Will always go for his shots. The very first delivery he faced, smashed it for 4 off Ubaid Shah.
Shortish. The last 12 to 13 balls have spelled trouble for India. At the end of 12, 101 for 3. There is no doubt that Irfan Khan Niazi's side have pulled things back. And perhaps the biggest marker or the biggest difference has been that scintillating southpaw, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi going back into the dugout. Because Jitesh and Nehal Vadera are still getting their eye in. Change though, he takes the aerial route. Straight down the throat of long off. Maaz Sadakat does it once more. Jitesh Sharma goes walking.
Well, the change has worked for Pakistan. Shahid Aziz, who's been the change in the side today, took a wicket early on. This time around, takes a brilliant catch under a lot of pressure. Fans from Pakistan enjoying this. And what a spill this is turning out to be from Maaz Sadakat. He came into bowl, the previous over gave away 4 runs, built the pressure. His boundaries were dried up, and that was the reason probably I think Jitesh Sharma wanted to go for a big shot first ball. Couldn't get the timing right, but what a catch. Safely taken. And once again, it is Maaz Sadakat among wickets as Jitesh Sharma walks back after making 5. India A, 101 for 4.
Interesting change in order. Last time around, Ramandeep was given the opportunity with the bat at this number, but today it's Ashutosh Sharma who walks out. His 46th match in his T20 career. That strike rate is something to note.
Good idea. Well done, Maaz.
But credit goes to Irfan Khan Niazi, the way he's rung in the changes. Mas Sadakat just squeezing, piling on the pressure.
It's also the left arm orthodox, bring him to bowl into the right hand batters, and Jitesh Sharma disappointed, frustrated.
Stepping out, trying to get to the pitch of the ball. India in a spot of bother now. 19 deliveries since the last boundary.
There's one man who can hit boundaries, it is Ashutosh Sharma. He's owned the stage in IPL since 2024. Every time he's come down to bat, a little bit of pressure.
Oh! Kept low. Perhaps drifting down leg. Yeah, made an impact on debut itself in the IPL, did Ashutosh.
Pressure building. This has been a maiden over so far. A wicket has come into this. 3 dots on the trot. We'll have to see how Ashutosh plays this. Ball kept too low. The previous delivery tells you that this is not an easy surface. This is not the surface kind of where 297 previously has been scored. 160, 70, and it would be very difficult to chase.
Chalo.
This is brilliant bowling. Absolutely brilliant bowling. He's found the spot. He knows where to land the ball, and he's not wavering from it. The likes of Sunil Joshi would be proud given his left arm prowess. A wicket maiden for Mas Sadakat. 101 for 4. Six resources deployed so far by Irfan Khan Niazi, the pick of the bowlers. Choose any of them. All of them have been impressive. Yes, during the power play, Pakistani was a tad bit expensive from a few ends, but over the last 23 deliveries, which is roughly 4 overs, no boundary given. They certainly put on the squeeze.
Yeah, I mean, look at that way. And the run rate has been around close to 10 in the first 9. And then it is almost 2 in the last 4. Also, they have lost 2 wickets, and tells you the value of wickets in any format, in this T20 format as well. Look at that, the projected score is now 153 at the current run rate of 7.65. Of course, they can do more. They just need to build some partnership.
When we came into the comms box, we were talking about 180 being very easily attainable for India. How things change in a matter of minutes. It's a packed house, or slowly getting there. The West End Park International Cricket Stadium. Googly! Beautifully bowled, and the finger goes up! After much pondering, Mahmood Khan says yes. Masood, you get that wicket. Ashutosh doesn't believe it.
Yeah, he's still thinking that the impact is outside the off stump, but Mahmood Khan Kharote from Afghanistan thinks otherwise. He thinks this googly is hitting off stump, and the impact is not outside the off stump. Let's have a look at that.
It is contentious. It is very contentious.
Well, Ashutosh does not open his account in this format yet, here at the Emerging Rising Star Asia Cup, and India are 102 for 5.
Momentum has definitely shifted. And Ramandeep Singh would have to use all of his experience in this format to help his side.
And the boundaries have dried. The wickets have fallen, 3 wickets. I think the momentum shifted since the fall of Suryavanshi in the 10th over. And this is the wicket. Googly and Ashutosh cannot believe his luck.
Last 5 overs, or last 30 balls rather. 3 wickets and a mere 24 runs conceded. Suddenly, the team in green has hit a purple patch.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that, the impact of Vaibhav's wicket. How crucial has that been, and how wonderful the comeback from Pakistan has been. That's another good over. That comes to an end. A bit of a hustle in between, but all well. At the end, 3 runs in a wicket in this over. After 14, it's 104 for 5.
Shabash! Shabash! Move, boys! Chalo, chalo, ek aur, ek aur, ek aur! ठीक है. एक और, guys, एक और, guys!
Gone! Gone! Maas Sadakat is the enforcer-in-chief for Pakistan A. Nehal Vadera may as well walk back towards the pavilion as he stepped out.
Seems like Maas Sadakat thought like a batter. I want to start the over with a boundary, understanding that thing bolted a little far from his reach. But Nehal Vadera had made his mind. He came down the track, nowhere close to the ball. And look at that, he comes down to the track, poor shot, and nicely done behind the wickets by the Glovesmen. Things are falling apart for India A. They lose their 4th in the last 29 deliveries. And Maas Sadakat, Mohammad Ghazi Ghori, the wicketkeeper, doing the great work behind the wickets. Nehal Vadera scoring 8, India A 104 for 6.
Hamas! Ready?
Things have certainly gone asunder for India A and has prompted the arrival of 23-year-old Harsh Dubey. Best of just 18. So you're into the tail now.
Catch!
Oh, shouts of catch. It was in the air.
Hamas!
Ramandeep and Harsh Dubey would want to pull out a rescue act now because this is what transpired.
Yeah, well, things are falling apart for India A. I believe just thinking about scoring runs, but it's also important that you understand the value of staying at the crease, and probably last few overs you leave it to smashing it all around. And look at that, from 91 for 2 to 105 for 6. That has been some collapse.
Takes the aerial route to relieve the pressure, and pressure released. First boundary after 30 deliveries, and it's a 6 of Ramandeep's bat.
And that two-ways of Maas Sadakat, the first boundary he concedes, is in the form of a maximum, and what a shot! You cannot find words doing justice enough to the kind of shot that he has played. Ramandeep, what a shot that is! And inside out, he played it nicely, found it as an on, and smashed that.
That's the first boundary after drinks. That's how much they've put in the squeeze, and that's how much Pakistani have restricted India.
This was better. You gotta keep rotating the strike, takes ones, twos, and go for the odd boundaries as well. Look at that shot.
Went inside out, got to the pitch of the ball. Cover drive. This looks so pretty. Prompted, applause, scan. Mix up the last thing you need. Oh, did he drop the ball? I think Mar Sadagan dropped the ball. 15 gone, 112 for 6. They've gone up to the third umpire just to ensure. Second time, we'd have to turn our attention to Mohammad Morshad Ali from Bangladesh for a big decision. From an India A perspective, this is not what you need. Is it a direct hit? He's out, it may seem. Or is it his hand that has picked the bail at the same time?
The big question is, when the bail comes off, if the ball is in his palms. Probably the other angle, I'm not too sure. But this indication tells me a story, Atish. Amandeep got to walk back. Mohammad Morshad Ali, the third umpire, what a game he's been having. Oh, so many close decisions. That's one more to the bucket list.
Wow. This is a true test of judgment, isn't it? Well, not out. At the end of all that pondering, Ramandeep survives. At the end of 15, we can tell you it's 112 for 6.
After 10 overs, 93 for 3. The next 5 overs is 19 runs and 3 wickets. Thirdly, Pakistani side taking things under control. A massive decision in the last ball of the previous over. Benefit of the doubt going to the batsman. That was a massive occasion probably in the game for Maninder Singh.
Yes, cover. Going. Well. Hey, very bad, Sadhu.
Not initially, but the umpires want to go upstairs just to double check if the technology is available, why not use it? That was a close call, but nevertheless, it's been a good fight back so far by Pakistan. They've been problems for India. They've lost wickets in clusters, 101, 102, 104, especially in the latter part of the innings. You've got to keep wickets in hand to launch in the latter overs. This is where Pakistan has done really well. Again, it's a dot delivery. Googly again. Who is a call by Harsh. The deep fielder. And Suyapakawa did well just to cut it out for a single.
This is an opportunity for the batters. Score runs from here, under pressure. Make a mark for themselves.
It's been predominantly Googly's bowled in this over by Masood. Have been back on the length, just not comfortable pitching it up for the batters. But I think it's brave enough, just push it up. It's a new batter, Harsh Dubey, batting number 8. Got things under control, Pakistan. They should be probably wanting to attack, especially the new batter, Harsh. Googly again, down the leg side, a poor delivery by Masood. Finishes the 16th over with a boundary. It's 121 for 6. Once again, it's a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi show. This time it's a brief one. 45 of 28. Very impressive striker of 161. And certainly he showed the other side of his game, taking more responsibility than being flamboyant.
Yeah, this is a difficult surface to bat on. Applied himself today. That was something good to see. So it's not only aggression that he's got in him. Bowlers, the spinners have done a wonderful job. 6 bowlers used.
Slower ball in the air. Wicketkeeper says mine. Takes the responsibility and takes it. Ubaid Shah was very good with the new ball. Just 20 runs in 3 overs. Comes back to the attack and dismisses Ramandeep.
I'm very impressed with Ubaid. He's got the speed, and when he bowls those slower deliveries, he certainly deceives the batters. That is exactly what he did with Ramandeep here. Yeah, slower delivery. The batter was expecting it to come quicker than that. That's brilliant bowling. What a comeback. After that start India A had, the bowlers have done a wonderful job. Taken full advantage of the surface. Ramandeep gone for 11. 121 for 7. India A.
Yash Thakur, the new batter at number 9 for India A. He's up against Ubaid Shah. His tail high. Back on the length straight away. Just to give you a clear idea, when Vaibhav Sooryavanshi got out, 9.3 overs, it was 91 for 2. But since then, it's gone downhill. India A.
Yeah, they lost 5 wickets for 30 runs in the next 40 deliveries. What a comeback by Pakistan A bowlers. The skippers used them well. Lost opportunities for the India A boys. You're going to get these difficult situations, difficult surfaces. Take advantage of these opportunities that you get.
Yeah. Crowd has been superb. They've come in numbers, both the sides. Plenty of support. This part of the world don't see much of India-Pakistan encounters. When they do, they come out in numbers. Thirdly, emotions all over. Kids out there, that's the best part about it. Ladies, the kids, they're having a great time, and the men, they make the noise. They make sure the atmosphere remains where everybody enjoys. Slow ball bouncer, should be a single.
And it's good to see crowds when India A, Pakistan A are playing. Because in these kind of tournaments, normally not so many people come to watch these games, but look at this. Look at this. This is amazing.
Brilliant. Well done to the officials. That should applause should go to the officials for getting things done. Always India A, Pakistan A, whether it's national team, A team, it's a massive occasion. Shot again. No pace to work with, just a single.
The advantage Ubaid has, because he's got the speed. The batter is normally expecting him to bowl quick. He's used his slower deliveries pretty well. Understood the pitch well. Realized that it was dry on top. If he bowls more of these slower deliveries, it's going to be more effective, and that is exactly what he's been.
Exactly what the batsman would have said to the bowlers as well of the Indian A side. Just a matter of getting through the first power play. The spinners may get some advantage in the middle overs. Ubaid Shah finishes his spell, 4 overs, 1 for 24. His end of the 17th, 125 for 7. Mas Sadakat, what a series he's having in the DP World Asia Cup. Rising Stars runs with the bat and matters the most in the big game. He has bowled 3 overs, 12 runs and 2 wickets. Ubaid Shah finishes his spell. Throw ball, is it in the gap? And certainly it is. Danial bowling the slow ball into the pitch. Harsh Dubey found the gap and timed it well.
He can bat. He's a left-arm spinner. He's got plenty of wickets behind him, but he's got plenty of runs as well. That was very short, trying to bowl that slower delivery. Trying to do what Ubaid was doing, but the lengths are very important when you're bowling these slower deliveries, and Maroof, who better than Maroof would know that?
Quite reluctant to bowl Yorkers. Fast bowlers on display today. One of the days where we had Pakistani bowlers love to bowl the Yorkers. Last delivery, Harsh Dubey trying to open the face of the bat, trying to glide it towards third man, beaten outside the off stump.
Harsh Dubey, the left-arm spinner, he realizes that they need at least 160 on the board. Trying to play strokes like the other Indian batters did. This is not a very easy surface. They need 11 runs from here or over to get to 158.
With the deck hard, Daniel running in like a bowler, just ambling into the crease, and all of a sudden the last couple of seconds just rips it in and hits the deck hard, gives us everything in each and every ball.
There's so many bowlers we see, they just run in slow and then use that shoulder. The one that comes to my mind is Mohinder Amarnath. He used to just stroll to the wickets and at the last minute use that shoulder. Played a very important role in that 1983 World Cup.
One more I could name, Zahir Khan, tumbles in and all of a sudden, boom, 140. Oh, cleaned him up. Short fine leg in place. Shashthakur tried to be cute, and loses his leg stump.
Now, what was he trying to do there, Yash Thakur? I think the coach is going to ask him that question. But good bowling by Danial. Bowling wicket to wicket is very important. That was a slower delivery again. Yash Thakur had decided what he's going to do. He wanted to play it towards fine leg. Has to go for 2. 130 for 8 now, India.
Yes, cover Minister. Who wants to come?
Pakistani has taken charge. 130 for 8 after 17.4. Comes at the number 10, Gurjapneet Singh, the tall, lanky, fast bowler. He will have his work cut out. Got to do the basics now. India got to bat the 20 overs out. I score 150. I still feel this pitch is not the same what we saw 2 days ago. Danial has been excellent, running in and bowling quicker, giving us everything. Off the mark, Gurjapneet.
Not very easy for the curators to keep giving in the same kind of pitch every time, because every day we are having 2 games. There's no time for them to water the pitches and roll them as well. This is that last wicket. Yeah, trying to play it towards fine leg. Bowler did get excited. Yes, you should. This rule a bowler should have: bowl wicket to wicket in T20 cricket.
Picked away, nice timing on the fielder at square leg. 7 runs and a wicket from the 18th over, 132 for 8. Hours to go. Projected score, the current run rate, 147. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, Namandir was excellent, 45 and 35, but they could not capitalize on the start they got. The mid-order collapse mean that so far it's been a struggle for India A after being put into bat by Pakistani.
Very disciplined bowling. There's no extras so far. 18 overs bowled. No extras.
Good pick, Maninder. Shows the disciplines what they had. One bounce for the over call by Hemanta Boteju. Aziz was quite good in his couple of overs, went for 20 runs. He'll probably fancy his chances against the tail enders. 6 bowlers used, 3 seamers, 3 spinners. One getting the job done. And Mas Sadakat, what a tournament he's been having. Runs with the bat, bowled well in the first game. They're backing it up. Some excellent spell so far. Denies the single. Harsh wants to keep the strike.
Don't understand one thing. Sadakat is there only for 3 overs. In the previous game also he was bowling so well. He bowled 3 overs for 14 runs, got 2 wickets. And the captain changed him. Today, 3 overs, 12 runs, 2 wickets. Changes him again.
Probably a lucky number. Not too sure. But I understand why he's not bowling now, since the left-hander at the crease and his death overs. Certainly when a bowler is bowling well, try and capitalize. Good shot. Good shot. Mid-off in the circle. As he's trying to go full, wasn't the best of Yorkers, and Harsh Dubey crashes through mid-off for a boundary.
That was the answer to a question I was having in my mind, that why did he deny himself that single of the previous delivery? That's the answer. This is why. because he knows, he's confident, he can get those boundaries that India need at the minute to get to a score of or close to 160.
Picks it up, long on in place, and a good catch. Guess what? The fielder is Mas Sadakat. You cannot keep him off the game. Thought for a second Harsh Dubey got decent piece of the willow, but Shahid has the last laugh.
I thought he timed it well as well, but no, he didn't. Went straight to Sadakat. What a talented cricketer Sadakat is. Putting in all the effort. You could see that dust coming off the surface where the ball pitched. We saw in the game, the afternoon game, 155 chased just off the last ball of the 20th over. 19 for Harsh Dubey, 136 for 9 India.
Priyansh Sharma, the leg spinner, walks in. Number 11 for India A. First 10 overs, 93 for 3. But since then, it's been Pakistan A dominating. 8.4 overs, 43 runs and 6 wickets. Brilliant so far by Pakistan A. Couple of deliveries for Priyansh Sharma to survive and hopefully get Gurabjeet Neet to be the striker. Harsh Dubey, thought it was a good shot. Not enough timing or the power.
The intention was right, but didn't get it in the middle. Didn't get it in that sweet part of the bat to clear the boundary. And you rightly said, you can't keep Sadakat out of the game. A very talented cricketer for Pakistan A. Reminding the Pakistan selectors all the time that I'm ready for international cricket. Get me there.
Going for a Yorker and cleans it up. Priyansh Sharma trying to give himself room, probably to play the offside. And Aziz with his pace, bowling it fuller, crashes to the leg stump. And India A all out, 136 in 19 overs.
This is the first time in this edition a team's got all out. And this is the lowest score so far in this edition. Well bowled. Brilliant Yorker. This is what Maruf was talking about. Haven't seen many Yorkers coming. And realizing it's a low order batsman, it's a number 11 batter. Let's beat him with a Yorker.
Shahid Aziz, before he bowled the last over, it was 2 overs, 20 runs, 1 wicket. Last over, picked up a couple of wickets, certainly fancied bowling towards the tail enders. Brilliant effort by Pakistan A. They won the toss, bowled first. The first 10 overs went for 93 runs, took control after that, made sure they dismissed India A for 136 with 6 balls to spare. Perhaps after a promising start, Vaibhav Suryavanshi was excellent, along with Naman Deo. Apart from them, not much to speak when it comes to India A batting lineup. Priyansh got to double figures but could not kick on. Cheetesh missed out, trying to go for a big shot, caught it long off. Nihal, Asutosh, Ramandeep, all experienced players missed out as well. Harsh looked dangerous for a while. 19 or 15 caught at long on. Apart from Vaibhav and Naman, nothing much to speak about. In the end, 19 overs, 136 all out and no extras at all. Partnerships for India, Vaibhav and Priyansh, they started well, 30 of 20. Same with Vaibhav and Naman, 49 of 32. No partnership since then. That was a collapse to be all out at 136.
Pakistan bowling has been brilliant. Ubaid bowled his 4 overs for 20, gave away 24 runs, got a wicket. Aziz got 3 wickets in the last over, the third over that he bowled. Daniel got 1, 2 for Masood, 1 for Mukim and 2 for Sadakat.
Yeah, brilliant bowling effort by Pakistan. 136, 19 overs. Right, let's head down to pitch side and join Mazhar Unomi.
कैमरे को देखना आपको आपको
2 for 31 from his 4 overs. I've got the leg spinner Saad Masood alongside me. Saad must be delighted the way you bowled today.
जी बिल्कुल सबसे पहले तो थैंक्स टू ऑलमाइटी और कॉन्फिडेंट था पूरी टीम ने बैक किया हुआ था हमें मैनेजमेंट से भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट थी और यही था कि जाके खेलना है अपोजिशन को नहीं देखना कौन है बस अपना 100% देना है
Well, the batters were striking the ball really well when you came in to bowl. What was going through your mind?
मैं सिर्फ नॉर्मल रखने की कोशिश कर रहा था कि जितना चीज़ों को सिंपल रखा जाए उतना बेहतर है
Tell us more about your googlies.
जी हाँ ये एक चीज़ है जो जिस पर मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस है तो अल्लाह ताला ने उसमें इज्जत भी दी आज मुझे
Confident to chase the target?
या डेफिनेटली
All the best.
थैंक यू
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Thirdly, the young man is confident. Right, when Pakistan come out to bat, they got to make 137 in their allotted 20 overs at 6.85 runs per over. Don't go too far. We'll be back very, very soon.